Here we go again. Another week, another headline, and this time it's not about crumbling schools, failing hospitals, or the councils looting your pockets with every stealth tax imaginable. No, this week again it's about flags. Yes, flags. Bits of cloth that flap in the wind. Apparently this is what local government have been reduced to. Flag-based melodrama. Because fixing potholes, easing cost of living, and making sure that the elderly don't freeze this winter, nah. That's boring. Flags, that's where the real fight is. Yes, hello, welcome to the channel. It's me, Kristofer Brooks. I hope everyone's well on this fine, sunny but rather cold day. Right, that's a weather forecast done. Let's crack on, shall we? So yeah, I'm just reading here. So in Derby, a local councillor backed a move to remove certain flags. And what happened? Cue the outrage. Not the healthy sort where you write to a newspaper or you go to a council meeting. No, instead she was bombarded with threats. Threats of rape, threats of death, and now she's too scared to go out of her own home. Now let's pause there because we need to be absolutely clear. That kind of behaviour is not activism. It's not protest. It's not resistance. It's cowardice. It's pathetic. And frankly, it discredits anyone with a real grievance. If you want to make your point, use your voice, your pen or your platform. But don't hide behind anonymous bile. But does nothing but hand the establishment the excuse to paint all dissent as dangerous. It's idiotic. With that being said, let's not let Derby Council off the hook either. Because here's the bigger joke. Why the hell are they obsessing about flags in the first place? You see, councils, they love distractions. They thrive on sideshows. Fly this flag, ban that flag, repaint the rainbow crossings, change the logo, endless committees and consultations about things that mean precisely sod all to you or I. It matters not to those who are struggling to pay the bills and keep the lights on and stay warm. Meanwhile, council tax, for those still paying it, is through the roof. Services are collapsing, bailiffs are knocking on the door over one missed payment, while councillors debate the emotional weight of bunting. It's bread and circuses, 21st century council edition. Only the bread's mouldy, the circus is bankrupt, and the clowns are running the ring. And here's where it gets deliciously hypocritical. Councils preach about tolerance, respect, free expression. Yet if you dare criticise them, or expose their incompetence, and there's quite a lot, suddenly you're the extremist, you're the conspiracy theorist, you're the crank. They'll censor your speech, shut down your protest, hound you over tax arrears, but when they start a civil war over which bits of fabric to fly from their buildings, that's apparently a noble civic duty. Flags up, flags down. It's all theatre, and it's theatre designed to keep you all squabbling amongst yourselves, while the real robbery carries on behind the curtain. Now let's circle back to those threats, because this is important. When some idiot sends a councillor threats because of a flag, do you know what happens? Every genuine critic, every whistleblower, every passionate dissenter gets lumped into the same basket. The council points and says, "Look, see, the nasty mob. Look how dangerous free speech is. We need tighter controls, more censorship, more surveillance to protect our people." And boom, just like that, the state tightens its grip. They love it when people cross that line because it gives them the justification to crush everyone else's voice. So let's be clear, threats do not make you a warrior. They make you a useful idiot for the establishment. Ask yourself, why do flags dominate the headlines, while your council tax just keeps on climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing? Your services keep shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, and your freedoms just keep evaporating. Because if you're raging about symbols, you're not asking the awkward questions about money. You're not scrutinising the contracts, the consultancy fees, the councillor's expenses. Hey TJ? You're not exposing failed policies, the waste, the corruption. It looks like distraction politics. Plain and simple. Look over here, there's a flagpole. Don't look over there, there's accounts. So here's the takeaway. Councils will continue to obsess over flags, and some people will continue to react with bile. But if you care about your community, if you actually want change, save your energy for the real fight. Expose the corruption. Question where your money's going. Challenge the policies that strip away at your freedom. Use your voice with power, not poison. Because when the dust settles, the flags don't matter. Because what matters is whether you can afford to heat your home, feed your family, and speak your mind without being silenced. And that works both sides of the spectrum. And the tragic irony, those who think that they're fighting back by spewing threats are actually the ones giving the establishment the stick to beat us with. So let's fight smarter. Let's fight harder. And for goodness sake, and God's sake, let's stop letting council hide behind bits of cloth while they pick our pockets every single month. So, there you are. Let me know what you think in the comments. Look after yourselves and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.